Hi, what you're about to see is a demonstration on how communications and training solutions can be used to conserve resources and improve our communication capabilities in our everyday lives here at District 24. The use of these communications and training solutions can be easily applied to serve the entire city of New York. We believe this model can serve as a national example in effective leadership in the use of communications and training solutions in education. As you will see, the methods used save tremendous amounts of money, time, and energy. First, we will demonstrate management and planning communication. There are many ways this can be used, such as a superintendent can meet with all regional or district principals without any of them ever leaving their desks, using multi-point video conferencing. Second, we will demonstrate staff development. And third, distance learning. The short-term gains speak for themselves, as do the long-term and overall effects of the communications and training solutions strategy for education. The old way of management and planning communication places significant financial constraints and requires substitute teachers, travel, meeting places, and scheduling difficulties, just to name a few. Now let's take a look at a new way to approach management and planning communication.
Welcome to our live management and planning session. As you know, we still have a shortage of science teachers, and at this time we are using a video conferencing session as a staff development tool. We also have a distance learning class in science for this purpose. I ask that you observe all parts of this program, and at the end of the day, we'll come together and share our evaluation of it. Any questions at this time?
Yes, I have a question. Is it necessary for me to have any scheduling changes in the school due to this technology?
No, the beauty of this program is that it can be viewed at any time, and availability at any time of the course of the day when a teacher is free or whenever.
Can this technology be used in all the schools in the district?
Eventually, yes. Time Warner at this time is installing modems throughout the district itself. IS-73, any questions there?
I don't really have a question. I just want to say that as a librarian, I'm very excited about this technology, and I can envision using it for many different research and educational purposes, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
I'm sure you'll all appreciate it when it does come into session.
What you've just seen is a demonstration of interactive communications. And that interactive communications is applicable in an office, in a school, across multiple geographies. What we've done here is utilized IP video conferencing. In other words, we've used the internet from end to end. The real magic here is using cable modems, high speed. With a high-speed connection, you can get the quality that you need in the audio and the video, and you can have the interactivity amongst players all over the world. In this particular case, you looked at a demonstration of management meetings that tied in folks at IS-5, IS-73, a studio, a library, a location in Connecticut, and a location in California. This technology is marvelous because it's very efficient and it's very effective. It's very cost effective. When you talk about what's happening out there in the world today, not only in the way of safety, but in the way of productive time, in the way of utilization of your dollars, in particular in the education space, having to have substitutes come in and lose a whole day of the teacher, not to mention the time with the kids. There are a multitude of economics that go hand in hand with the efficiency and the effectiveness of this learning tool, this communications tool. So we're delighted that we've been able to show you this today.
Now let's take a look at the old way of handling staff development. It includes coverage for teachers, travel time, meeting locations, etc. This is what 1 year's budget for staff development in District 24 looks like. Experience sure is the best teacher, so we've taken into consideration accountability. This allows management to monitor teachers' participation levels. Now let's take a look at a new way to approach staff development.
Welcome to Live Professional Development. Today we're going to do a course on getting real with technology. We're going to be including project planning and PowerPoint presentation.
I have a question. Are these things related to the standards?
Yes, all of them are. We stated the standards in the very beginning on the project plan. That page, the standards are written there.
Are there any other
for them.
questions or comments? Anything you'd like to share with
I
us
see
before
Joe
we get
over.
started? Yes, Mr. Backus, can I help you?
Go ahead, Bill. We were wondering how long it takes to set up a unit with a teacher once you get started.
How long does it take to plan it or to get it going?
Plan it or to get it going?
To do the collaborative planning with the teacher in this kind of a method.
After we've done the 15 or 30-hour course, it usually only takes the teachers a few hours to get this plan together. But don't forget, this is something that is going to keep them and their students busy for probably the next 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
yes,
Mr.
Rich.
Schultz.
I was just wondering, now that we're doing this modem video conferencing, do you think that you'd be able to put something together? Your 30-hour course could be done through the video conferencing that we're currently doing?
It would be wonderful because sometimes Ann and I, we work really hard for 15 hours and then it's all gone. Only those 15 people benefit. And sure, we could do it for the whole district.
This way, a lot more people can be involved in it. Also, we don't have to take teachers out of the classroom away from their students. They can do it at home. Perhaps time can be given in school. They could do it perhaps on their prep periods. It gives a lot more flexibility to learning this course, and also they can always have the follow-up interaction with us. They can email us or video conference with us on how to put these ideas together and put them into use.
Remember what it cost using the present method? Well, let's compare those costs with the costs of using the model we just demonstrated. Look at the savings. One of the many ways communication solutions is being used is through distance learning. This allows us to serve homebound students every day instead of only once or twice a week. Now let's take a look at this new way to approach teaching using distance learning.
Does anyone know what the law of superposition states? Any volunteers? Patrick?
Positions of the rocks.
Good. Patrick said positioning of the rocks. Then there was a layer of shale. But something happened after that. Can anyone see what happened after that?
Intrusion.
Oh, who said that? Who said it? Very good. There's an igneous intrusion here. If we have limestone undergoing contact metamorphism, does anyone know what kind of metamorphic rock limestone would make? I heard it. I heard it from somebody. Marble. That's correct. Okay. Are there any other layers of sedimentary rock that anyone can identify in this picture? IS-73. Don't be shy. Go ahead. IS-5.
The one underneath the limestone is sandstone.
Very good. And then we have another layer of sedimentary rock. Can anyone identify that layer? Underneath the sandstone. Yes, IS-5?
Right underneath the sandstone. Right underneath the sandstone is shale.
Very good. And what's underneath the shale?
I think it's conglomerate.
Very good.
You've seen the future. It is here. There is a new paradigm that's being created with this kind of communication tool. It's all about interactivity. It's all about two-way, three-way, 10-way communication. We've seen today a management meeting. We've seen a staff development session. We've seen distance learning in action, all from the same IP-based system. Oh, by the way, this particular technology works wonderful for kids. They love the interactivity. They love being on camera. They love talking to their peers. And the facts are in. The research now shows that kids learn better this way. They're much better actively than passively.
The evolution of solutions advantaging can greatly enhance our quality of life. Education is a perfect modality to demonstrate this opportunity. Let's make the City of New York a leader in the use of communications and training solutions for education and the sustainable use of resources. How we communicate and use technology to accomplish our educational goals can be quite effective and help transcend the present limitations of time and space, opening up new horizons in education.